Hello and welcome everybody to another great evening full of exciting racing. It's time for another round of the BSRF.be CLIO Cup Championship approved by the RACB, the Belgian Racing Federation. So for the fourth round we will be at the Nürburgring Grand Prix. So far it's been an exciting battle for the championship lead. Currently we are doing the qualifications, almost halfway the qualifications. Of course I'm not alone tonight. I will be accompanied by my dear colleague Simon Heck. Simon, tell us, what do you know about the weather forecast for tonight?
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It will stay dry, partly cloudy, and I think perfect conditions for nice races.
Absolutely. So we expect everyone to go on the dry tire
Yeah.
in comparison to last time. Then it was François Stad who left from pole position, but unfortunately didn't make the right tire choice, and that has cost him some positions. But it was exciting whatsoever. Jonathan Delforge took the win in the first heat last time, and then it was Christophe Herbignot taking the second one. But lots of changes for the lead, so we've seen some exciting races so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like interesting, like our Nürburgring or virtual Nürburgring just presents itself like in real life for the last weeks. There were three races, and every single one of them was dry without fog. So that's pretty rare.
Yes, indeed, it was a very good weekend in terms of weather. I enjoyed it myself as well. So always nice to get some sun in the weekends, but now it is race day. 10 more minutes in the qualification. That gives us plenty of time to take a look at the standings. And let's start with the overall championship standings. Oh, that's not the one I am looking for. It is this one. Sorry about that. It's Lucas Staalman in first position, followed by his teammate Christophe Herbignot. 255 versus 252 points. Then it's Dylan Da Costa in third from Fast Lane RT with 182 points, followed by François Strat and Jindel van Tielen. Maarten Kers in sixth, followed by Delforge and Collin, Mathieu Collin that is. Laurens de Vlieger, 128 points, good for a ninth position, just 1 point ahead of Maxime Robroek for Brabham Esports. Then Christophe Deleek for Stan Motor, 86 points, the second AM in the championship standings here. Laurens de Vlieger was the first one. Jarne Biesmans in 12th, followed by Verstraeten, Timmermans and Goossens. And then it's Stefan Leguen from Squadra Veloce by ERS with 23 points in 16th position. Stefan van der Smisse in 17th, followed by Serge Dendas. Next up, Søren Gerrits for KGL Sim Racing, 13 points, good for P19. Kevin Dekkers rounding off the top 20. Luca Kloos in 21st, then Lemmens and Agneses, followed by Born, Van Hoenacker and Hendricks. Of course, there's also an AM championship. Let's have a look at those standings as well. It's Laurens de Vlieger in first after taking 5 wins out of 6 already. Christophe Deleek, his rival, in second, took the win in Heat 1 at the Oschersleben. Van der Smisse in third. That's the podium for the AM championships. And then it's Lemmens, Dendas and Van Hoenacker. P7 is Agneses, Hendricks, Musa, and then Born in P10.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at the times. Sorry, you were gonna say?
yeah. The points are all without the drop round because the worst round is now a 0 because we haven't competed all ones yet. But yeah, there could be some movement still with the drop round.
Yes, absolutely. You cannot. There's always an occasion that you're not able to compete. I think last time we were 25 cars on grid. Right now we are already 30 cars, maybe 31. I think 31. Yeah. Mathieu Hustin, Ellen Laz, and Dylan Da Costa still have to put the time down.
Yeah, but the times, you're right. It's interesting at the front. We have some, yeah, like the people we know, but there are some interesting gaps. Like we have some smaller gaps, and then we have 3 times bigger gaps from 2 tenths. So that's pretty interesting.
Yes, indeed it is. Maybe for everyone watching, I will post the live timing in the chat.
And we
Always.
see on second place Jentel van Thielen. He's like, yeah, getting a bit between those Dilitras cars after, yeah, an unfortunate first round. He's really picking up the pace now.
Yes, indeed, he is. Something else that's new, Florent Hendricks in pole position for the AM class right now. De Vlieger only coming in second, 600ths of a second behind Hendricks. So Hendricks having a good lap. Does have more than enough time to put at least 2 more laps down.
Yeah, and I think he already showed in the last races that he has some pace to go. I know in the last race at Oschersleben, he was very unfortunate in both heats, got spun around. So yeah, not much he could do there. But yeah, now maybe if it comes together, he can stick it and get a lot of points.
Yes, indeed, he can. He's only... How much in the championship? He was, I think, 8th in the championship. But
Yeah.
lots of points to gain still. We're only halfway, so he's still in close contention with Van Hoenacker, Den Das, and also Lemmens.
Yeah, and we saw already that like Lemons and Dendas made it onto the podium. So yeah, it's a way to get more points and get in front of them in the championship.
Herbinho is looking comfortable tonight, 2 tenths faster than Jentel van Thiele in P2. Seems like he's got lots of practice. So far in this championship, Delatras Automotive has always performed really well. Goes for all teammates. I think they've been one of the strongest teams we've seen so far.
Yeah, and behind we have Jonathan Delforge, who's also getting back after some bad luck in like especially at Zolder. Last race at Oschersleben, he managed very well with the tire choice, got P1 in the first heat. And yeah, again, a strong performance there. Just like yeah, half a second from Christophe Hervignon. So he's also in for a close fight.
Yes, absolutely. It is quite a big track for these small cars, though. I'm not speaking in terms of width, but in terms of length compared to Oschersleben, it's quite a lot bigger. I think it's 35 seconds bigger if you speak in terms of lap time, of course.
Yeah, yeah. I think you were around a minute 40-ish, and now we have 2 minutes, almost 20. So yeah, sometimes on the straight it's like waiting for coffee.
Yes, indeed. I think
Oh,
there's
it
a
will
couple
be
of
for
corners
sure
where
at
you don't
Spa.
even need to brake either. You just
Yeah,
lift or go full out.
yeah, but yeah, maybe that's more opportunity for some nice fights, especially with the draft and some harder braking zones. So it will be very interesting how these cars perform on the Nürburgring.
Yes, indeed. And Lorenz de Vlieger does it again, taking pole position away from Hendricks with 5 tenths of a second better. Seems to be something happening with the overlay. I'm not sure if that's due to de Vlieger or due to myself. We'll see if it comes back.
That's so maybe he didn't get a good lap yet, but yeah, the last one was a good lap for sure.
Yeah, he certainly did now, indeed. Quite a big
Yeah, the
gap
league is
still
a
to
pretty
the pole
nice.
position in Pro Class.
Yes.
1.6 seconds. Maybe
Yeah.
Christophe did get a really good tow from one of his teammates because they are many and they are quick, and we've seen some of those Delatras Automotive trains before, have we?
Yeah, that's of course an option that you can do if you have 3 cars in a championship. So you can go after one another and just give each other draft. You have 20 minutes, so there's an opportunity for everyone to do it. Because we also see it with a lot of other cars, but of course then you're not not in the same team, and maybe you get into your way because you have a different pace. But yeah, it's interesting.
It is
And
absolutely. So we
the
saw a
league
little bit of
managed this
contact
time
there
also.
between
Yeah.
Christophe de Leek and I'm not sure who it was. Difficult to see.
But the league couldn't go faster than Hendrik, so that's also interesting. The Vlieger and the league were our like top two for every race. But now he is two tenths behind Hendrik, so a really good time there from Hendricks today.
Yes, indeed. Robrook using all the track he can. I'm sure he that will not count. Yeah, he's putting
Yeah.
himself to the side of the track. Let's have a look at Van Thiele still in P2, ahead of Thalman. 1
It's
minute
also
20 seconds to go, so this might be the final lap.
it's also interesting that we have always these packs of cars. If you have a look at the time tower, you have some groups that are like within 1/10 or half a tenth of a second, even between the classes. So that's already always very interesting to see that yeah, we have these little packs of 4 guys, 3 guys that are within a tenth, and that will be very interesting for the race.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to see lots of close battles, I think. It's a big track though, so at some point it might
Yeah.
be calming down, but towards the end you never know what happens.
Yeah,
We
just
have to take
survive
in
lap
account
one.
the incident point limits, maybe some other
Exactly.
penalties.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone had to start from the pits
No, not
due to
today.
penalties. No, so
They
full
did all
grids.
behave.
Yes, luckily they did.
Yeah, it will be just an interesting start, of course. Nürburgring, turn one is also famous, so not as bad as Monza, but yeah, still.
Yes, indeed. Time is out. That means hard stop. Agnesis didn't get to complete his final lap. He was so close to the finish
Mm,
line. But that's what it
unfortunate.
is. Let's have a look at the grid, Simon, because it's Herbinho in pole position next to Van Thiele, so they didn't change much. Thalman and Strat in row 2, then it's Delforge and Da Costa, who had to do a very good race last time, 20 places gained. Delforge, Da Costa, so row 4 is Robrug and Collin. Then it is Timmermans and Kerfs, followed by Goossens and Biesmans. Next up we have pole sitter for AM, Loris de Vlieger, Florent Hendricks, De Leek en Kloze, Dundas en Collin, Le Guin en Van der Smissen, Lemmens en Verstraeten, Gerits en Agneses. And then finally we have Van Hoenacker, Musin, Dekkers, Simon, Van Kets, Leijzen en Hustin. Are
Yeah, hope no
still waiting for a couple of drivers. 50 seconds to go on the clock.
hope nobody got rain tires on.
Let's hope so. For now, we only see dry tires in the timing table. "30 seconds left. And then it's off for 20 minutes of racing on the Nürburgring GP in the CLIO Cup for the BSRF Sim Racing Championship. Herbinho joining us on the grid as well. It's just a couple of seconds left until the lights go on, and there they are. And it's lights out, and away we go for the first round of tonight. Good start for Herbinho, also Van Thiele, but Thalman does look like he has a strong start, or is it Strat? I think it's Thalman. Let's see how they come out here. Van Thiel on the inside, Thalman on the outside, and then it's François Strat following him close behind. Oh, do we see a spin in the back? Oh, something wrong.
Over the grass.
Yes, indeed, someone spin, I think. Or someone spun.
Yeah, Lemons did spun out of, but I think he had contact.
Hendricks on the attack for the lead in the AM Championship. Let's see, he does have the inside of this corner, but then he has the outside, so if the Vlieger can stay ahead, he has the position. Yes, he does. Meanwhile, Herbinho still in front, but Thalman took P2 away from Jentel Thiele. Now it's another Delatra sandwich with Van Thiele as... Oh, there he goes!
Ooh. There was a touch or dive bomb from Strat on Van Thielen.
And another spin in the back. Is it Dundas? I'm not sure. No, it's not Dundas.
It was Kevin Deckers.
Now Van Thiele is mixed up in between the AMs. That's not what he wants. He wants to go back and fight at the front, but it's going to take a while because he's in P12 now. Does get ahead of the Vlier. Emma's not having the best of starts, unfortunately, dropping 7 positions down. Did he get an off track? I'm not sure. Yes, he did go off track, so that might have been the car involved in turn 2. Herbinho already creating a gap of a second.
There's the touch on Stefan Le Gouen after the chicane.
In lap 1, you mean? Or just now?
Yeah, just before now in the last turns, now in the last chicane.
Unfortunate for him, yeah, he lost 9 positions as well. That's not good. That's not what you want that early in the race. The races are short, so you really have to make the best of it. Don't make any mistakes, but shit can always happen, and it does. Delforge here on the inside of François Strat. Let's see what he can do. Does he have a good exit to take the position on the straight? He was ahead at some point, but then he was on the outside line and he couldn't make any of it.
Yeah, I guess he wants to get past. He saw Dylan get past all of them.
Dive to the inside, but Strat does have a good line and keeps the momentum going.
Yeah, there was a gap, but at the end it wasn't enough to get through.
No, it wasn't. Behind Delforge is Mathieu Collin going for the attack, showing himself to Delforge. But it's not going to be easy for him to just make a pass.
Yeah, that's also the hard part. You need to decide, do I want to fight the guy in front? Because if I fight, I maybe lose out some time, and the guy from behind will catch me. So yeah, you really need to pay attention, decide when and what you want to tackle.
Absolutely. Let's see what Da Costa is doing. Da Costa having a great race so far. Only 2 laps into the race and he made up 3 positions and put himself on the podium. So he did get going quite quickly. Delforge now on the tail of François Strat, going for a move around the outside, maybe trying to take the inside in turn 2 or the undercuts. Does he have it? Does look like he has a good move, but now the outside is a very wide line. almost managed to stay side by side. Another undercut, maybe. Oh, that was a very close one, but he did make it stick. Strat will not be happy with that, but another attack now from Mathieu Collin, possibly. He did have a good run, getting closer and closer, but does not have enough pace coming out of the corner. And now it's Timmermans on the inside of Collin.
Yeah, no way. So they're losing time to the front, but yeah, of course, always an opportunity to get some places if the guys in front of you are fighting.
Yes, indeed. If they want to make more places, they will have to work together. But the race is so short that, yeah, people don't really like to work together because that can cost you some positions as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the top 3 are very happy with that, so they can go on their own. They have a bit of space in between them, but still close.
Yes, indeed. Beastman's also getting closer and closer to Golses.
Yeah, it's the next pack, and I think there's also the AM leader in it, right?
Yeah, that's De Vlieger indeed at the back of the trio. Aggressive on the curves.
Yeah, it's nice you can do it with these cars, so
Yeah,
they
you don't have
just
to do
jump
that with a
around.
Formula car.
Yeah. Not like breaking your suspension.
You'll just go airborne, I guess. Delforge trying to break away the slipstream, but that's a bit too difficult. Strat staying close. He does not want to give up the position permanently. Oh! Almost thought that was a dive from Collin. Did get another line in the braking zone. Battle between Gerits and Klose. Gerits in the KGL Sim Racing Clio.
Maybe a bit too late on the brakes there, or a very late turn in. But it seems like Luca Klose got a better exit there. Maybe he can attack into the next corner. Gets the inside. Yeah, it's sweet pass, so she should stick that. Ooh. I don't know if he moved on the just before turning in, or if still too late.
Thalmann is getting closer and closer to Herbigno. The gap was 1 second and it's only 3/10 now. So I do suspect that these two will try and work together to get as far away as they can from Da Costa, because Da Costa has proven to be so fast, just like I reminded you guys of earlier. Heat 1 at Oschersleben had to start from last position, P25, because of a penalty. He couldn't qualify, and then he drove to P5 in just 20 minutes. So yeah, that's been noted by the Delatres Automotive boys, and they will try to take a lesson away from that.
Yeah, he again gained 3 positions, but I think like he's falling a bit behind. Lucas Thalmann could get very close to Christophe Herbigno, so I don't know if there was maybe a little mistake on the lap, or maybe he's now in the
I
perfect
think Thalmann has found his pace, because the gap between Herbigno and Thalmann
Yeah.
was 1 second, and between Thalmann and Da Costa was also 1 second, I think. So I think it's just Thalmann finding his pace and going for it.
Yeah, it will be interesting if he will start to move. We have 8 minutes left, so there's plenty of time for that.
Yes, indeed. Oh, François Strat got back into P4, past Jonathan Delforge. We must have just missed that. I think that was on the straight. We can always go and have a look at it. Let's see first if he's going to try something here into the downward braking zone.
like it's very
Strat
close.
going early on the brakes, it seemed, compared to Delforge.
Yeah, I think because you have no ABS in these cars, you can very differ your brake pressure that you use. Maybe you have a longer braking time, but use less pressure. That can really make a difference now.
Yes, indeed. Let's have a quick look at the overtake for P4. Let's see, was it on the straight? No, it was in the
That's
final
enough.
corner. Oh,
Very
a
nice.
bit of contact. Colin now coming to the inside. But good pass from François Strat. Back into P4. Talman now, 2 tenths. He's really going to go for it. Or either he's going to give his teammate a push or he's going to make a pass. It's going to be one of both, I think.
He's flashing the lights.
Delforge now on the inside. Fully passed. Fully aside Strat, but no, has to give up and try again later. This might be a place where he lost position in the previous lap.
Yeah, but now on the straight with the draft, maybe another chance for Jonathan Delforge to make a move.
Hard dive to the inside in the braking zone. Very aggressive, but François Strat sees him and acknowledges that it was a very good dive. Has to cut behind Delforge and stay ahead of Colin.
And we saw in the other corners that Delforge is really hard on the brake. So maybe he just gets to the edge.
Oh,
of the ABS,
contact!
but
Small contact between Strat and
yeah,
Delforge.
was maybe a bit optimistic to go on the inside there. Now also Mathieu Collet passed Jonathan Delforge.
He might give him a little pushback. Talman still 2 tenths behind Herbigno. Nothing happening over there, but here everything is happening. Colin now on the outside of Strat. Delforge wanting to go on the inside of Colin, but doesn't have the right line and the right pace.
And we also see behind the bike car that Mathieu is back. So he is back to P8 at least.
Yeah. And Lemes is making his way back up again, just getting past Dekkers. So 3 more positions to go and then he's back at his starting position. But he did drop back quite a bit at the start due to an incident.
And I have an eye on P1 and 2 and I'm just gonna scream if something happens there.
Yes, that's what you want. That's what we need. Feel free to scream.
Yeah.
Ooh, hard on the curbs. Colin now trying to find an opportunity to make a move. Delforge was driving so close behind him that you couldn't even see his car. Meanwhile, Kerst, Van Thiele and Timmermans have found a connection to the battle for P4, so that might get exciting.
Talman just did a massive dive bomb into turn 1 just as this one.
That's a big contact between Strat and where is he?
Yeah, they lost positions. They are now behind.
Yes.
They're behind that pack.
With Colin, was it right?
Yeah, and by the way, where's Strat?
Strat, he has jumped to pits, I think.
Ooh, that's very unfortunate. That's a lot of points lost on that one. Maybe do you think we can get a replay of that?
Yes, we can. Let me find it quickly.
While Yuka Talman is really...
Oh!
Ooh, okay.
I'm not sure whose fault that was. Delforge, yeah, we're trying to avoid. Let's see that again, but from another angle maybe. Oh, that must not be the right cam.
Yes. Judd follows, yeah, because the straight has a bend there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure why Strutt did go to the pits because he could turn around.
Oh, is it happening?
Oh.
Talman going to the inside, but he didn't make it count.
I think that there was no space for paper in between these three guys.
No,
So
it's crazy. And that for being teammates, they must feel comfortable and they are having fun. But Da Costa now only 8 tenths away. Huh? Don't
yeah,
forget
he's
that.
closing in. So maybe now the switch around. No, not enough speed for that.
I see Magdi
And
Buzyn
then
in.
a dive bomb.
Oh!
Holy shit.
But it does make it count.
Yeah, with a lot of help from Herbinho, but now Dylan Acosta is in the game.
That's a very close battle indeed. Oh, so close to switch back there. And now Da Costa has a good line. Let's see if he can find the space maybe to try and make a move.
Yeah,
It
maybe he
looks like
can
he's giving a
push it
little
around.
push to Herbinho. And Talman on the inside there. Talman with the red mirrors. Herbinho with the gold ones. And then it's Da Costa there. Oh! That's the Delatraz automotive wall.
Yeah.
Da Costa not able to make the pass yet. Maybe here he does have the better line.
Yeah, he needs to follow one car in front of him through. So, but it's very, very hard. The Diltras guys are
Oh,
building a stable wall.
almost 3 wide.
It's incredible that they didn't shoot each other out. And you have to remember that's P1 and P2 from our championship. They are only 3 points from each
Yes,
other.
indeed.
So that's really a
But
battle that is.
it's a top 3. Da Costa in P3. He does have
Yeah,
73 points less than the leader.
yeah, but still, he's up there because we have the drop round, so he may be a lot closer.
And the battle seems to be continuing. Talman just cutting out in front of Herbio in front of Talman. I'm sorry. Whoa, that's contact
Again.
door to door. These guys are sure
Yeah,
having fun. Now they run into some back markers, so let's see how they handle that.
Yeah. Also, Jentel Vantin back on P4, so good recovery there. But they all get
Contact!
Dylan got touch.
Yes, Da Costa indeed making contact
Touch
with
on
the back marker. He was trying to get them all past, but it's always
Now I lost
risky.
some meters on the other guys, but I think it is the penultimate lap. Yeah, should be.
Yes. I think it's the final lap. Let's see. Yes, it
Yeah,
probably
it's
is.
the last lap. Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
was just confused with the timing, but yeah, should be right.
I see Max Musin in chat was concerned about something happened. I see something went wrong. Let's have a quick look before the race ends. Max Musin on the right of the screen. Oh, some contact straight into the wall. That's very unfortunate.
Not healthy for the car.
Oh, yeah, and trying to get out of the way. Nicely done. For the final time in the first heat, making their way to the finish line, to the final chicane. Herbigno in 1, Talman in 2, Da Costa in 3rd. Then it's Van Thiele. Instead of Delforge or Strat or Colin, they are all further behind. Oh, dive to the inside! Contact!
Oh, that's a slowdown.
Yes, that's surely a slowdown. That's so unfortunate.
That's
Losing the
unfortunate.
positions, but it's Talman then
Yeah.
going ahead and take the win of Heat 1 ahead of Da Costa and Herbigno. Not sure if the teammates will file a report. Van Thiele, followed by Timmermans, Kerfs and Delforge. Oh, almost took the position on the line. Colin, Robroek and Biesmans. Next up, Goossens. Then in the lead of the AM Championship and taking the win in Heat 1, Christophe de Leek, not in the lead of the championship, but in the lead of the class, I'm sorry. De Vlieger coming in second. Then it's Kloze, Van der Smissen and Hendricks. Then that's taking P5 in class. Bit further down the grid, P16 is for Kevin Deggers, gaining 4 positions. P16 in class, P23 overall, that is. Followed by Lemmes, Simon, Hustin in the very rusted Clio, and also without a front bumper, it seems. And finally, we are waiting for Van Ketz to take the finish line, also without a bumper. And then everyone has crossed the finish line except Laze, Christian Collin, Strat, and Musin. They seem to be out of the race. Ellen Les out of the race in the penultimate lap, so she must have had a penalty, maybe. Let's get a quick look at the the final standings of the race. There it is again for you. Top 3, Talman, Herbigno, and oh, look at that. Top 3, yeah, Talman, Herbigno, and Van Thiele. So that means that the position for
So maybe Dylan got an
Da
incident
Costa.
on the back marker and
Yeah, I don't even see him in the standings. Maybe
yeah,
further
then he got
down. Wow,
yeah, there it
P22.
is.
That's
Because that's
horrible
a
for him.
30, yeah, because like a 30 seconds time penalty or something.
Jesus. That's bad news for him, but good news for Van Thiele. That also brings up Timmermans, Kers, and Delforge up a spot. And then it's Colin, Robroek, Biesmans, and finally in the top 10, it's Goossens. In the AM Championship, in the AM standings, nothing changes. De Leek in 1, De Vlieger in 2, and Van der Smissen in 3.
Yeah, and I'm just as every week I'm gonna. I think I need to send you the link to post it in the chat. For our
Yes.
giveaway from IMB Simware. We have 2 vouchers for £20 to give away. So you just need to enter your name and your contact data into the Google Docs, and then after the race, we're gonna take 2 winners, or the random number generator will take 2 winners, and then yeah, you get a chance to get a nice present.
Yes, I will put the link in the chat. Please don't discuss your incidents in the YouTube chat. That's there's other places to do that, like in the Discord where you can file a report if necessary.
Yeah, and then I think we are going to do a quick break, right? And then
Yeah, we'll do.
yeah,
I
we'll do
think
like
it's
second
just
piece.
1 more minute, 2 more minutes left
Oh, okay.
in the session. So if you want, you can.
No,
It's
we have
5 minutes, right?
no 10 minutes. So
10 minutes. Okay, then I will do
then I can quickly
a
go
quick
to the
break.
bathroom.
Yes, perfect. Okay, guys, we will see you in just a second. Welcome again, everyone. Welcome back again for another heat in tonight's championship, the BSRF CLIO Cup. Was an exciting race. Herbinho starting in pole position, but just missing out in the final corner by his teammate Lucas Taalman taking the win. Herbinho had to take a slowdown in the final lap. Luckily, he did that, so he managed to keep his P2 because Da Costa, he lost 30 seconds due to an incident, I think, or due to a penalty not being fulfilled. Jentel Ventile was the last one to finish on the podium, and that's very good for his championship standings because he's currently in 4th. Same points as François Strat, so he's definitely going to make a good gap to him now because Strat did not finish this first heat after an incident in the first corner. Simon, what do you expect of heat 2?
Yeah, good question. I don't know. I hope more like not go for the overtake at the first opportunity there is.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
All right. Quick look on the grid, because don't forget, guys, it's a top 8 reverse grid, and that puts Maxime Robroek on pole position next to Mathieu Collin. Row 2 is Delforge and Kers. Next up, Timmermans and Ventile. Row 4, Herbinho next to Taalman. Biesmans and Goossens in row 5. And then it's the AM winner, Christophe de Leek, next to his rival, Laurens de Vlier. Close next to Van der Smisse, followed by Hendricks and Dendas, Verstraeten and Gerrits. Then it's Agneses and Van Hoenacker, followed by Stefan Leguen and Dylan da Costa. Unfortunate for him, he'll have to do another good race. I see the lights are going on, so let's go back to the race. Robroek taking pole position. Does have a good start, not the best of starts, but does stay ahead of Mathieu Collin. Let's wait and see what they do in turn 1. Collin taking the outside line. Oh, we hear some contact. But everyone makes it through onto T2. And also there, they keep it clean compared to last time. Oh, very wide line there on the outside of T2. Herbinho lost the position to Taalman and to Timmermans. Taalman making a good start. Herbinho now back ahead of Timmermans, it seems. Yes, he is. In the front, still Maxime Robroek in the lead, followed by Collin. And now Delforge stays close. Then there's a little gap because Ventile has a really good start, already 2 positions up.
Yeah, and we have both guys directly behind each other. And yeah, Da Costa, I think he already gained some place, so now he started from the far back, so maybe he can get one of those 20 places gained again.
Yes, indeed. We'll go back to him in a second, but now we see Delforge going for second position, making a clean pass ahead of Mathieu Collin. Dylan da Costa indeed already 7 positions up. Where is he? There he is. Getting closer and closer to the top 3 of the AMs. Van der Smisse, De Vlier and De Leek. Robroek now losing his position to Mathieu Collin. And under attack by Jente Ventile. Oh, Taalman going to the inside, but Ventile closes it. Oh, some door-to-door contact between Robroek and Taalman, I think. Oh! I think those two are forgetting they are teammates for a second there.
Yeah. Defending into the wall.
Side by side, almost 3 wide. Another door-to-door contact. Oh! Herbinho pushes Taalman out of the track, but Thalmann manages to get back ahead of him. And Robroek is there to witness it all, try and take something away from it. Maybe they make a mistake and then he can easily gain those 2 positions. Talk about close racing.
It's like close racing that one door is into another. Like they
Yeah,
can shake hands
they
through the
almost drive
window.
like one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just out of breath for the moment. It's very breathtaking to watch.
Right now it's Thalmann ahead of Herbignot. Thalmann making up 4 positions since the start after winning Heat 1. In AM it's De Ligt in the lead still, followed by Da Costa. Now, Da Costa already making up 9 positions. It's crazy.
Maybe he should start from the back all the
Someone
time.
stop this guy.
Yeah, in front, no, directly behind him is Lorenz de Vliera, so he is still in hot pursuit of that P1, and Stefan van der Smissen on P3. We already saw him at Oschersleben at front of the AM class. There he did a small mistake and lost the lead. But yeah, maybe today it's a P3.
Yeah, who knows? Indeed. François Strat also making up 12 positions already, does have a really good start and is making his way up to the front. Now next to Søren Gerrits, making the pass, it seems, into the final corner. Yes, that's a clean pass. Now Søren Gerrits will try to stay close, maybe use some draft and some late braking if he dares.
Oh, and
there's been a crash.
collision, yeah. Just had some tire rubbing.
Seems like a
I
small
think
connection issue
Luca
for some.
Close. Oh, it was De Ligt. De Ligt had to crash with Klose and had to.
Oh, he's in
he
the
had
pits.
to tow the car. Yeah.
Damn, we will
So
need to
that's
have a look at that.
no
Definitely.
P2 for De Ligt. That's very unfortunate. So something in turn 1.
That's already after the incident.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was
Big
a very
contact.
late dive.
Yes, indeed. I'm not sure why
Yeah.
it seems to be bugging a little bit. Let's hope
Yeah, and
it
also
doesn't
like
come back.
the flickering of the cars is not in the simulations, only on the replay. So yeah, no connection issues. Maybe it's just a replay issue.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Delforge now under the attack from Mathieu Collin. Less than a tenth was the gap for a second there. Van Thiele following in third.
Yeah, both Dilitrus cars, maybe they work together for now to catch the first 3.
Making another pass, this time on Maarten Kers, already up 12 positions since the start. François Strat as well, 16 positions up since the start of Heat 2. So very good racing of both of these guys, making up the most positions they can. Is there a prize for this?
For what do you mean?
Making up the most positions
For the
in a race?
We can make it. We have some 2-3 small prizes open, so that could be one of them. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Simon Lemmens does have a way better start this race than he had in Heat 1, with some bad luck there. Now in 5th in class. Yes, he's in 5th in class, made up 5 positions since the start. So that's good for the rankings. Let's see if he can keep it up. Maybe snoop away the position from Van Hoenacker and maybe Hendricks even.
Yeah, he's still there to go for it. Van der Smissen is a bit safer because he has some pro cars around him. So that suggests that it's maybe a little less fighting because they're not fighting for the same class.
Yeah, that's true. But still, even with the pros, he does make it seem so easy.
I was just looking. No, why did? Ah, yeah, right. Strat also started from the back. He has already gained 16 positions, so it's a hard fight between Da Costa and Strat for the most gained places this
Yes,
race.
you need 17 now for Strat and 13 for Da Costa.
Yeah, so that's the battle we're looking for.
Talman and Herbinho still battling for position. Talman in 4, Herbinho in 5. Both aggressive on the curbs there. You always see the cars
Yeah.
jumping up and down.
Mantilen with an attack on the inside there in front of the both Diltros cars. Just saw it in the foreground. Now
Yes,
they're
indeed.
still
And now on
side
the
by
inside of
side.
Mathieu Collin.
That's the better position to be on the inside for sure, but who will break later? Now also with them fighting, both Diltros cars are on the edge. So we can prepare for some more four-way battling.
Yes, indeed. But in the meanwhile, Delforge has found a little bit of a gap, 7/10. So that's working in his advantage. The pass from Van Thiele on Collin. He'll try and use the space to make it even bigger.
Yeah, for him it's just a point. Hopefully they attack each other and I can just drive away.
François Strat trying to prepare to make a move on Kers, but Kers is so close to Golses that it's going to be quite difficult. This can go one of both ways. Or he gains 2 positions, or he loses quite some.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Chaos, maybe this race the pace is not completely there, and the other races.
Makes the pass
Big
on Kers,
lunge.
and a big
Wow, and
lunge
he makes
indeed on
it
the
stick.
outside, and he makes it stick. Wow,
Awesome
almost
move.
contact, but well evaded by Golses, and now Kers making the pass on Golses as well.
He got the boards. Yeah,
And
that was a
look who's there.
beautiful
It's
move.
the AM leader, De Vlieger.
Yeah, if you look at the front, it's Herbinho, I think. No, Thalmann attacking Mathieu Collin.
Yep.
Yentl Van Thielen
He
also
was
got
side by
passed.
side, but the side draft didn't really work, it seemed.
No, but now they go 3 wide. No, okay.
Yep. Talman
Now
making a
he.
good pass, but he goes wide through the gravel. It's not good for incident points. Oh, 3 wide! Oh, another Delatraz automotive sandwich, but this time it's Collin in the middle.
The
See if
goal
they
is
can
to
make a double
sandwich every
pass
car.
for Delatraz. Oh, contact! And a little bit of oversteer there from Talman. Collin touching
Yeah,
the left rear wheel, the right rear wheel.
they really need to pay attention on the incident points because at one point it's finished. It's only 10 incident points, and you can collect.
Let's see how close they can drive to each other. Good draft from Herbinho. going to the outside. Talman and Colin staying close together. Oh, contact wheel to wheel.
Yeah, that's a good position for Talman. Now he has a buffer between him and his teammate. So maybe he can use that, or maybe he can get away if those two fight.
Bumper to
But
bumper in the corner.
it doesn't look like getting away, it looks like another sandwich.
Yes, indeed.
Sideways,
We'll never
front
get
to
enough of those
rear.
sandwiches. They're just too good
Yeah.
to be true.
However you like
Oh,
it. Next
contact
week.
wheel to wheel, but good save from Colin. He just went all gas, no brakes, and straight in the steering wheel, and that was enough to recover from that. But he does lose a position to Herbinho. Robro getting closer and closer now because they are having some
I
fun at
think
front. And is it Colin in the pits? Oh no, he's quitting.
yeah.
That's a shame. And look who it is there. If it isn't Dylan da Costa. 15 positions up. François Strat in the back of the screen there. 20 positions up. Good for P7 and P9 overall and in pro class. Oh, da Costa making up another position now.
Yeah, he's now back in P6, so that should be 15 places. But yeah, François Strat started behind him. He's 2 places behind Da Costa now. He gained 20 places. So for this race, I think it will be hard for Da Costa to win this mini trophy.
Yes, but at least he's
But
showing all his
overall,
capabilities.
yeah, overall he has like 35 in 2 races, so I think that's a strong start.
It is a shame though for Mathieu Collin. He was driving a very, very strong race, had good pace
Yeah.
to compete in the top 3. But yeah, I think he just got one too many incident points, and that's it. Race is over. In a 20-minute sprint race, you don't get 2 chances. Let's see what Herminio does. He goes to the inside of Talman. And now fully side by side. Talman does have the inside, so Herminio must give it up, I think. And yes, he does.
But he's fast on the back straight, but he doesn't get an overlap, I think.
Indeed, he doesn't. The battle for P3 is so good that we sometimes forget that it's Jonathan Delforge still driving in first place. Jente van Thiele is getting almost into that half-second gap. Talman is a bit far ahead, behind now to make a move on P1 or P2. So this is it for now for Delforge. He just has to stay ahead of Van Thiele, and then he can take home another win tonight.
And those 2 guys never stop.
This is going to be another battle to the finish line. I think their sponsor said they needed a lot of screen time, so
yeah.
they delivered.
Yeah, maybe it's again a fight with Da Costa in like 2 minutes because he's there.
Some wheel-to-wheel banging again. Hope they don't get any damage. I wonder if they are in a voice chat together. I guess they must have a lot of fun if they are.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. In the back, it's Klose making the pass on Søren Gerrits. Good for a 12th position overall. In class, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Da Costa is now past Robruk. Looked like Robruk let him pass. He just lifted off. Maybe he's like, no, I'm not in for this fight. I'm just good with driving behind and taking every place you let me when you crash out or something. It's also an interesting, a good way of driving, very good race intelligence, because like in the championship he is not in direct competition with them. So yeah, better maybe to not gain more incident points.
Yeah, also true. But a point is a point, and at the end of a championship, it's a point that can make the
Yeah,
difference. De Vlieger
that's
does
true.
have a
Yeah.
comfortable lead in the AM standings. Top 5 in overall standings is not decided yet. Top 6 even. They are all very close together. Thalman now still ahead of Herbinho. Herbinho is... he's not making it easy for Herbinho. And Van Thiele is not going to make it easy for Delforge either. Still 2 minutes to go. So I think this is the penultimate lap. Once we cross the finish line, there will be a white flag waiting. Don't forget, guys, to participate in the giveaway. The link is in the chat. Van Thiele making full use of the slipstream he gets from Jonathan Delforge. Less than 3/10 of a second now, but Delforge is a very late breaker, so this is where he can make a difference. Already 2/10 is a difference in just one braking zone, but he loses a tenth again. Oh, Herbinho and Thalman. Some more door-to-door banging, just like we haven't seen enough of that. Move to the inside of Lucas Thalman with some contact
Yeah.
involved. Another contact, and now Da Costa is joining the guys ready to
And Robo
party.
also.
Makes the move on Herbinho and ready to take the position away from Thalman as well, it seems. He does have immense space. Oh, contact. Herbinho and Da Costa. Herbinho on the inside. Can Maxime Robert do something to make up, to gain another position? Going to the inside of Da Costa. Yes, he does. Can he make it stick? Let's see on the exit. Nah, still a good exit speed from Da Costa. He does have the inside now, so that's nothing gained for Robroek. Final lap, final corners. Just one sector left, and then we see the checkered flag for the final time. In the lead, it's Jonathan Delforge still, followed by Van Thiele. I think he has it in the bag. Takes home another win, just like he did last time at Oschersleben. Final corner of tonight. Checkered flag is being waved at the line. Jonathan Delforge, well-deserved win. Starting in P3, taking the lead and the win. Van Thiele as well. Strong race. Thalman then. Oh, contact between Herbinho and Da Costa. It's Thalman taking P3. Then it's Robroek,
It's
I think, and Herbinho, Da Costa, and then Timmermans. And then we have François Stade. It's a bit of a chaos now at the finish line. It went a bit too quickly. De Vlieger
It's like I
taking the
said,
win.
Robo just waited and took all the positions.
Vandersmissen in second and Hendricks in third. Whoa, close battle to the line between Lemmens and Ndas, followed by Van Hoenacker. And that's the checkered flag. We are waiting for just a couple more drivers. There's Biesmans, who had an incident in the final lap, I think, or the penultimate lap, followed by Simon and Musa. De Leek finished the race, but not in a good position for his championship, unfortunately, after the incident we witnessed earlier.
Yeah, for sure we have a new winner on the most positions gained in one race. With François Stade with 21 positions. We also had Dylan Da Costa with 16 positions, and also Christian Collet with 10 positions. So quite some places gained from some people.
Yes, and there it is, the standings of the final heat of tonight. Delforge, Van Thiele and Thalman on the podium. Robrook just missing out, but he did make up for 2 positions in the final corner due to some contact, it seemed. Herbinho and Da Costa, followed by Timmermans and Strat. And then it's Kerfs. P10 and P1 in the AM class is De Vlieger, followed by his podium colleagues, let's say Van der Spiesse and Hendricks. Then it's Goossens, Le Guin, and Dundas, P15, P4 in AM, followed by Lemmens, Van Hoenacker, and Christian Collin. Another great race tonight, Simon. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I forgot to speak for some parts. It was really intense. I wouldn't have imagined that Nürburgring gets us these races. But yeah, it was very interesting to watch. Exciting to see that the Dilitras guys just said, okay, let's race. Let's go to the end. That's really cool to see. That they don't just make it out on their own or something.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I enjoyed it quite as well. Didn't expect it to be that exciting either, because the Nürburgring is such a big track for these small cars with so little power. But Nürburgring delivered. Absolutely. I can't agree
Absolutely,
more
yeah.
with you. All right, and let's see what we can do in terms of interviews. I see that we have Florent Hendricks ready to speak with us, I think. Florent Hendricks, welcome to the broadcast. Can you hear us? His
You're still
mic is
muted.
on mute, so I think he must have.
Now.
There
Now
he
it's
is.
unmuted. Yeah, now we hear you.
Okay, great.
Hendricks, welcome to the broadcast. How was your night so far?
Well, surprising actually. I really didn't expect to be that good in the Nürburgring. It's always a pretty challenging track, and to be honest, I didn't feel that confident with the car and the feeling. But yeah, good surprise after all.
Absolutely, I think you did very well. P4 in Heat 1, P3 on the podium in Heat 2. What was your favorite heat out of both of them?
I think the first one was a little bit funnier. We really fought a lot with Stefan. That was really great. Well, in both races, in the end, he took the advantage. But well, who knows? Maybe at Donington, I will. Let's hope.
Let's hope so, indeed. How do you like Donington?
Well, not very well actually. I never drove it on iRacing at all, so that would be a real discovery, especially with that car. So yeah, let's see. But that was kind of a discovery for the Nürburgring as well, and in the end of the day, it was pretty good. So we'll see.
Absolutely. You have still a couple weeks more to prepare for this, so I wish you all the best of luck you can get. I hope you'll finish likewise, and maybe 2 times on the podium. You never know.
Yeah, so do I.
You definitely had the pace. You had the pole position, if I remember correctly.
I think I came second.
Second,
yeah,
yes,
and
indeed.
just took the pole
The
in the last
Vlieger
minutes, I
delivered
think,
in
yeah.
the end.
Yeah. Indeed.
No, so thank you for racing with us. I wish you lots of luck, and then see you at Donington.
Yeah, thank you very much. Bye.
Cheers. Bye, Florent. Next race is Donington indeed. So round 5 will be at Donington. And then the final round, let me remind myself quickly, is at Spa-Francorchamps, if I remember correctly. So home base for many. An even bigger track than this one. So if this one delivered, I suspect that Spa will deliver as well. The slipstream doesn't seem to work that well with CLIO cars, so I'm curious.
But Joe, you know what I'm seeing at Spa?
Oh.
3 wide, through
Yes.
Blanchimont.
And then a Clio on its roof and stuff. Yeah, I get it.
Or Radio just with like yeah, some cars in the air. But we'll see. Like we had a lot of clean races today. Maybe it's also the character of the track. That's always possible. But yeah, it's it there were some great fights. Like the Diltras guys. They showed how to handle the cars. That you can touch a lot without ruining your race. But yeah, it is how it is. It was the character of this race.
Yep.
And then we have I think it's a week longer the break now because of Eastern, and then
Yeah,
we
indeed.
will
So
be
we'll
back
see
at
each other in 3 weeks.
at
Yes,
Donington,
indeed.
one of my favorite tracks.
The battles were amazing tonight, especially between the Delatraz Automotive guys. I I think we're lucky that they're teammates, because if that's with another guy, then it could get heated quite quickly. And both of them seem to keep their cool and perform some really good racing in the broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see. I think there's nobody other than Flora coming for the interview. So
They're
yeah,
all
I
still
think then
celebrating or
yeah, popping the
sweating too much.
champagne.
No,
Yeah.
then we're going to finish the live stream, and then we'll see each other again in 3 weeks for round 5 at Donington. Thanks for watching,
Bye
guys.
bye.